Earlier this year in the summer, I had a really bad night on my existing sleeping mat. I could feel the cold seeping in from below and I had an absolutely terrible night's sleep. This happened on the Pan-Celtic, which is an ultra cycling event where you're not getting much sleep anyway, so any sleep you do get, you want it to be of the best quality. Because of this bad night's sleep, I had a really tough day the next day. To try and address this, I've bought a new sleeping mat, a NeoAir XLite NXT. In this video, I'm going to unbox this new sleeping mat and compare it to my existing and then take it for a test. So my existing sleeping mat is a Alpkit Cloudbase. It's quite light and small, but it has a very low R value. So when I had that freakishly cold night in France in the summer, it offered very little protection. So after a lot of research, I've dropped a fair amount of money on a new sleeping mat, which will hopefully prevent this happening in the future and hopefully give me an option for colder weather, bikepacking, and something I can use all year round. As I said, when you're doing an ultra race, you're not really getting much sleep, perhaps 4 hours a night, so you really need that to be the best quality sleep possible. I'm hoping with this new mat, it will give me better sleep, I'll feel even more rejuvenated the next day, and it will allow me to travel faster and get to the end quicker. So let's find out what's in the box. So as I said, this is a Thermarest NeoAir XLite NXT. Describes itself as an all-season mattress, weighs a mere 440 grams and has an R value of 4.5. It's available in a number of different sizes. I went for the regular wide, so I've sacrificed a little bit of weight saving for a slightly wider mattress because I figured that might give me a slightly better sleep. And I'd rather carry a few extra grams to be feeling more refreshed the next day. So let's find out what's in the box. So here's the mattress. Looks like it's rolled up. And inside here we have a pump sack to inflate the mattress, which I think saves moisture building up from your breath inside the mattress, which can go mouldy, and I think it can affect its performance. We have some warranty information. The Thermarest has a lifetime warranty, so although the cost was relatively expensive at, I think I paid £160, it is guaranteed for life. Here's got some instructions for the wing lock valve, which is how you inflate the mattress and deflate it and also fine tune it for comfort. Risk of suffocation warning, hopefully you won't need that. And a instant field repair kit in case you get any punctures. And finally, a stuff sack. Now I'm going to pump it up and see what it looks like when it's inflated. Mattress like so. So this is a pump sack which you connect onto the wing valve here. And then what I've seen in the videos is you essentially waft some air in the pump sack and then push it down into the mattress, and you keep going until it's inflated. So let's see how long this takes. So it took me about 3 minutes to pump the mattress up using the pump bag. I've not done it before, so a little bit of faffing around with the wing lock valve at the top because I think I had it open when I should have had it closed. So it's letting air out when I was pumping it, and also doing it on a shiny, polished table probably wasn't the best surface. But you can kind of see the mattress, and it's pretty thick, so hopefully nice and comfortable. With the previous version, a lot of people said it was really loud and noisy and maybe kept people you were sleeping with awake, but to me this doesn't seem too noisy. Just to find out when I'm outside, see what it's actually like when I'm lying on top of it. In terms of the mattress, you can kind of see these horizontal baffles, and this is the wing lock valve, which you can kind of use to fine tune the mattress when you're on it. So you can open the valve like this, and you can let a little bit of air out if you're lying on top of it to get that comfort. or you can equally do it the other way and put some more air in to get the right thickness that you desire. So this is my Alpkit Cloudbase mat, which I've now pumped up. And as you can see, it's a completely different texture to the Thermarest. It's a similar length to the Thermarest, but I think the Thermarest is slightly wider. But what's really noticeable is the thickness in the mat. Here you can see it's at least twice the thickness, and it's that thickness that gets you off the ground and keeps you warm. Cloudbase is essentially just a layer of air that's keeping you off the ground to give you that bit of comfort and a very small amount of thermal protection. Whereas the Thermarest has an inbuilt triangular core matrix, which is designed to reflect heat back to the person laying on top of it to keep them even warmer. So this is both the Thermarest and the Alpkit mats in their storage bags, folded away, compared to a 750ml water bottle. The bags give a bit of a false impression, I think, about how actually big they are. As you can see, that's quite a bit small when you squeeze it. Likewise, the Alpkit one. In terms of comparison, the Cloudbase from Alpkit's a bit longer, but it's thinner, whereas the Thermarest is a bit shorter, but a bit thicker. Probably that additional layer of insulation it provides. And as you can see, both aren't actually that much bigger than a 750ml water bottle. As I said, I went with the wide version of the Thermarest, which is 64cm wide, and that compares to 56 for the Cloudbase. In terms of weight, which is always a big one, the Cloudbase weighs 420 grams, whereas the Thermarest weighs 440 grams. But as I said, I'm willing to forgo a few grams for a better night's sleep. If you did want to go lower weight, the regular non-wide version of the Thermarest is only 370 grams. And then the R values are 1.2 for the Cloudbase and a big 4.5 for the Thermarest. Cost's obviously a big difference here, with the Cloudbase only costing £55 and the Thermarest a massive £160, and that was with a big Black Friday discount as well. So what I'm planning on doing next is heading out on my bike this evening. It is December, it's about 5 degrees, it's been very wet, but tonight is looking dry but a bit windy, and I'm planning on camping out somewhere to really test how good this Thermarest sleeping mat is, to see if it keeps me warm, allows me to have a good night's sleep, and then be able to get up in the morning feeling reasonably fresh for a mountain bike ride. So that's my bivvy bag set up, my sleeping mat, my sleeping bag. Actually looks quite cosy. So it's the morning, just had my first night on the Thermarest. I didn't have any problem with getting cold from below, whereas my previous mat, I reckon I would have been feeling pretty chilly. Stayed inflated. I let a bit of air out, so it's not super hard, so I kind of quite like sleeping on my side, so that provided a bit more comfort that way. I never normally sleep super well on my first night in the bivvy, but last night I think I actually did sleep a fair amount. It was probably a better first night's sleep than I've had in some time. All that's left to do now is pack it away, eat some food, and then head back home. So I survived my night in the great outdoors in the middle of December. The mat was really warm and didn't lose any air during the night, and my extra width made for a very comfortable sleep. Setting up and packing away was pretty quick, although compared to my previous Alpkit sleeping mat, it did take a little bit longer to pump up. One thing I hadn't really factored in was the additional thickness of the mat. In my hooped bivvy, it pushed me slightly closer to the mesh that sits above your face, which made it slightly more claustrophobic, but nothing too bad. One small niggle is the wing lock valve is quite bulky, and I think it adds to the overall thickness of the mat when it's rolled up in your bike packing bags. But it clearly works because the mat didn't deflate during the night, and it allows you to fine tune the amount of air in the mat to find a level which is comfortable for you. So in summary, it's expensive, but it's light, it's warm, it's comfortable, it rolls up pretty small, and the pumping up isn't too bad. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with my purchase. I'm looking forward to trying it in my upcoming ultra and long distance cycling events. And I'm feeling fairly confident that compared to my other sleeping mat, this will give me the extra bit of warmth and I won't get cold in the night and I'll have a better night's sleep. Perhaps at a later date when I've completed those events, I'll give you an update on the sleeping mat and tell you about what really worked, what didn't, and what they could do to improve it.